Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of teaching you guys how to script. This one we're going to be talking about properties. Now, last time I talked a little bit about properties, but I didn't really go into actual depth about what properties are. So here, let me give you a rundown. So properties, as you can see down here, let me lift this up. No, not that. This. Over here, you can see we have this properties tab. And this is blank right now because don't have anything selected, but properties are basically like they're like they tell you about things. So like in a way, like let's say you had an item and the properties would tell you stuff about the item, like what color it is, how big it is. So if we select this cool part that we had last time, as you can see in the properties, we have all of these things down here. And these are just stats about it in a way. Yeah. So they're properties. These are the properties of it. So we have its brick color, which controls what color it is. And then we have um the size of it, which we can just change with scale. So as you can see, the size is right here. And when I change it, wait, let me just select size. So yeah, right here, if I change that, as you can see, the size increases. That's one of them. Then we have also cast shadow, which just determines whether it casts a shadow on stuff. So as you can see, it has a shadow there. You can turn that on and off. Leave it on. It's material, so we can change it to other types of stuff like that, granite and such. Wait, let me select it again. It's reflectance, which just changes how it reflects stuff. I don't really use that much. It's transparency, which is how transparent it is. So as you can see, we can make it transparent. Its size, we already went over that. It's C-frame, which is for a later video. Um, these are some other ones. Can collide, which means it can't collide with objects. And where is it? Anchored. Anchored basically means here. Actually, let me show you what anchored is. So if we have anchored off and we run this, just let me show you. When we run this, it should just fall. You see it falls. But if I real quick go down to anchored again and turn that to true, it will anchor it in place. So now it's floating. So that's what anchor does. So yeah, that's basically everything. Not basically everything. What am I talking about? There's the shape down here, so we can change it to a cylinder. We can change it to a corner wedge, a ball. We're gonna keep it a block though. Next, what else is next? We also have the color, which is like brick color, except it gives you more of like a color 3 value than an actual like this just gives you set color 3 values. This gives you lets you pick a specific color 3 value because not all color 3 values are the same. So then we have I think that's pretty much all I'm going to tell you guys today for now. That's all the properties we're going to talk about for parts. There are more properties for other things. I'd suggest looking around for other things to learn them. But next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to make another script. And I'm just going to name it down here because that's another thing, the name of it. You can change the name of it. I actually can't believe I forgot about that. And yeah, we're just gonna come down here and we're just gonna call it, I don't know, properties. And so yeah. Now remember in the last script where I had where it says where we looked into it, so we went into the game and then we looked in the workspace and we looked for the cool part. Yeah. Well, actually, one other way to envision it is see how when I look at the cool part and we go, if I were to search up parent, as you can see, it says its parent is the workspace, and we have this like tree diagram thing where it's like in the workspace. Below the workspace is in this, so it's a child of the workspace. So and so basically what we can then do is we can do local cool part equals game dot workspace dot cool part. Then we can come down here and we can do some cool things. So we can do cool part dot let's say brick color equals brick color dot new, and we should be able to do like you have to put you have to make it a string, then you can put it anything. We'll do dark red, and yeah, that will change the color. Now what if we want to change it to another thing? Well, we could just copy this, but and then put it down here and change this to like, I don't know, yellow, like that. But we're not gonna notice it turn to dark red because it's just gonna say, okay, we're gonna start by doing this. We're gonna turn the dark red. We're gonna turn it to, and then we're gonna turn it to yellow. There's no delay between it, so it's just gonna instantly become yellow. So what we can do is we can do task wait, and we can put any amount of numbers. So we can what the sorry about that. My internet went out for a second. Anyways, we can come down here and actually it resetted this because it didn't save it. We can do yellow. Then what we can do is we can do task dot wait. Then we can do like 1, 2, 3, or you can do 0.5. I'm gonna set it to 1 for now. And so when we run this game, as you can see, what's gonna happen is yeah, it just changes color really quickly. So yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen. And we can do some other cool stuff as well. Actually, we can do task dot wait 1 second, then we can set it down to like do cool parts dot brick color dot brick color equals brick color dot random, and this is just gonna choose a random brick color. And we can even do this cool parts dot anchored equals false. And so now let's just real quick run the game. And yeah, as you can see, it chooses a random color and an FL. So that is pretty cool. We can also change the we can set it real quick, because actually let me show you something real quick. It's kind of funny. We can then do task dot wait 1 second again. Then what we can do is we can set cool part dot dot can collide equal to false. And because it's not anchored and it can't collide with anything, this is just what's gonna happen. It just falls. And it just falls. So yeah. You usually don't want to do that, but we're gonna then we can keep that like that, and then we can just anchor it again. Cool part dot anchored equals true. And then something else we can do is we can set cool part dot transparency equals 0.5. Then we can come to here and we'll do that. And also, if you decide to play the game, so we test, and we just come over here, and it falls, and it does that, we can go through it, and that's cool. And now, the next thing we can do is change the material of it. So let's like set it back to task dot wait 1, and then we can do. Then real quick, we can set transparency back to 1, because if the transparency is 1, then it should, actually I mean 0, Because if it's 1, then it's then you can't see it at all. Then we'll can. Oh my gosh! I swear. All right, I'm back. My internet keeps going now. I know it sucks, but task.wait. We can do 1 second again. You can also do more than 1 second. Just letting you guys know, you can do like 5 seconds. Like actually, real quick. Let's do like 3 seconds for this one. So the cool part dot transparency will equal to 0. Then we can take this and we can say can collide to actually no, we'll leave it like that because I'm pretty sure if we get stuck in there it's gonna like break or something. Well, it won't break, but it'll be weird. And then what we can do is cool part dot material equals actually this is something we need to teach. Sometimes you'll need to do enum dot material dot, and then you can just choose any material. So let's set it to neon. And yeah, I won't really explain what enum is, but that's for a later part. But yeah. Now if we play this, as you'll see, it's going to fall, become transparent, and now it's neon. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's not everything actually. There is one more thing. We're gonna do task.wait, and we're gonna do 5 seconds because this is gonna be one thing that we're gonna do. This is a bit special. It's a cool part. Dot size equals vector 3 dot new, and we're gonna set it to 20, 20, and 20. Okay, so let me explain a few things real quick. What is vector 3? Okay, vector 3 is like your x, y, and z axis. So when someone says vector 3, it's here's your x, here's your y, here's your z. So you're saying, okay, I'm telling you, I want to get a vector 3 value, and I'm making a new vector 3 value, and it's gonna be 20 for the x, 20 for the y, and 20 for the z. And now you can change it to other things. So we can have 25 for the z, while 20 for the other ones, or we can have even like less, or like 10 for the x, and blah blah blah. So stuff like that. You get the point. So yeah, and so when we run the game now, actually I'm gonna scale it down so we can, because I don't want it to get bigger. So yeah, here we go. Ready? So now when I play the game, as you can see, it should become neon, and then after a while it's gonna get really big. Wait, why is it oh, I know why. And yeah, it got bigger. It's 20 by 20 by 20. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Except for one more thing, we can also use vector 3s in dot position, because when you think about it, this cool part has a position in the world. I actually didn't mention that. See, look, it has this position right here. When you if you just put in POS, it's going to show you the position. And so we have this position over here. And that is its position in the world, because the world, think of it like a coordinate plane. In the world, we have your X, Y, and Z axis. So we can go this way. And as you can see, the value changes when I do that. Or this way, the value also changes when I do that. Or up like this. Anyways, I'm going to do Control Z because that undoes stuff. And then if I come back here, I can just set its position equal to vector 3 dot new, and then I can set it to, I don't know, let's set it to 50, 25, 60. I don't know where that is. Let's see where it goes. All right, here we go. And any second now, it should. Yeah, there it is. So that's basically all you need to know for properties. I mean, for a part, we're using a part as an example. Everything has properties, as you can see, like literally everything. So that has properties. This texture has. Wait a minute. Yeah, that. See, this texture has properties. Server storage has properties. This has properties. This has properties. Everything has properties. But we're just using a part as an example. And not everything has the same properties actually. So like, um, if I just like let's look at this texture. This has completely different properties from the cool parts. The cool no, that's players. The cool part, as you can see, they're two completely different things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so like I completely forgot about like one thing. So if I just come here real quick, I'm just gonna go into properties real quick. And there's one more thing that needs vector 3, and the ro that is properties. The cool part has a actually no, it's called an I just deleted the cool part. Has an orientation. What? Where is it? No, there it is. Spent so long looking for it. Oh my gosh, I swear. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. As I was saying, everything has an orientation. So we can go to rotate here and we can just rotate this on all axes. Yep. See that? I'm just going to set that back to what it was before. And so what we then can do is we can come down to here is we can change the orientation. So now we can do cool parts dot orientation equals vector3 dot new, and this works the same as the last two. So you can set it to here or here or like that. So yeah, that's the idea. Like it's the same thing as all of these. So you can just do 20, 30, and 40. So now, finally, that I don't think there's any other properties that I think I should tell you, really. Oh shoot. Yeah, these are the main properties of a part. And yes, as you can see, yes, it changes its orientation. So now it's like that. And so now, actually, this is the end of the video, hopefully.